The emergence of the AIDS crisis in the early 1980s sent shockwaves across the globe. Initially, a mysterious illness began to affect young, previously healthy gay men in major American cities. Doctors were baffled by the unusual cluster of opportunistic infections and rare cancers. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, quickly began investigating these alarming cases. Early theories ranged from environmental factors to lifestyle choices. The term GRID, gay-related immune deficiency, was briefly used, reflecting the initial demographic observations. However, it soon became clear that the illness was not confined to any single group. Cases began appearing in intravenous drug users, hemophiliacs, and recipients of blood transfusions. This broadened understanding pointed towards a transmissible agent. In 1983, French scientists at the Pasteur Institute, led by Luc Montagnier, isolated a new retrovirus. They named it lymphadenopathy-associated virus, LAV.org. A year later, American researcher Robert Gallo at the National Cancer Institute also identified a similar virus, calling it Etilviva III. These two viruses were soon confirmed to be the same, and the pathogen was eventually named human immunodeficiency virus, HICARDITE. The discovery of HIV was a monumental step in understanding the disease. It allowed for the development of diagnostic tests, which were crucial for blood screening and preventing further transmission. However, alongside the scientific advancements, various conspiracy theories began to emerge. One prominent theory suggested that HIV was a man-made virus, deliberately created in the laboratory. Proponents of this theory often pointed to the virus's sudden appearance and its devastating impact. Some speculated it was a bioweapon developed by governments. Others claimed it was an attempt at population control, targeting specific demographic groups. The theory of a man-made origin gained traction in certain communities, fueled by distrust of authorities. One version suggested the virus was engineered from existing animal retroviruses. The simian immunodeficiency virus, CIV, found in primates, was often cited as a potential precursor. The idea was that CIV was somehow manipulated or combined with other pathogens. Another theory proposed that the virus escaped from a laboratory during vaccine research. Specifically, the oral polio vaccine, OPV, administered in Africa in the late 1950s, was implicated by some. This theory, known as the OPV theory, suggested that the vaccine was contaminated with SARS-CoV-2. However, extensive scientific studies have largely debunked the OPV theory. Genetic analyses of HIV strains have traced their origins back to earlier decades. The prevailing scientific consensus points to a natural, zoonotic origin for HIV. This means the virus jumped from animals to humans. Specifically, HIV is believed to have originated from CIV found in chimpanzees and sooty mangabes. The most widely accepted hypothesis is the bushmeat theory. This theory suggests that hunters in Central Africa were exposed to infected primate blood. This exposure likely occurred through cuts or wounds during hunting and butchering. The earliest documented case of HIV in humans dates back to a blood sample from 1959 in Kinshasa, Democratic Republic of Congo. Genetic analysis of this sample provided crucial evidence for the natural origin. Further studies have shown that HIV-1, the most common type, likely crossed into humans on multiple occasions. Each cross-species transmission event led to a distinct group of HIV-1. The M group, responsible for the global pandemic, is believed to have originated around the early 20th century. This timeline predates the alleged laboratory creation or vaccine contamination events. The rapid spread of HIV in the 20th century is attributed to various factors. These include urbanization, improved transportation networks, and changes in social behaviors. The lack of awareness and effective treatments in the early years also contributed to its devastating impact. The scientific community has overwhelmingly rejected the man-made origin theories. Numerous studies, including phylogenetic analyses, have consistently supported the natural zoonotic hypothesis. Despite the scientific consensus, conspiracy theories persist. They often thrive in environments of fear, uncertainty, and distrust. The emotional toll of the AIDS crisis made many vulnerable to alternative explanations. For some, the idea of a deliberate creation offered a tangible enemy. It provided a narrative that assigned blame, rather than accepting a random natural event. The history of medical experimentation and ethical breaches also fueled suspicion. Events like the Tuskegee syphilis study left a lasting legacy of distrust among marginalized communities. This historical context is crucial for understanding why certain theories resonated. The role of misinformation and disinformation campaigns cannot be overlooked. Some theories were actively promoted by state actors for political purposes. For example, the Soviet Union propagated the idea that HIV was created by the US military. This was part of a broader disinformation campaign known as Operation Infection. The goal was to discredit the United States and sow discord. Despite overwhelming evidence to the contrary, these narratives found fertile ground. The scientific method, with its emphasis on peer review and empirical evidence, stands in contrast to conspiracy thinking. Understanding the true origin of HIV is vital for public health. It informs prevention strategies and vaccine development. If the virus were man-made, the approach to combating it might be different. However, the evidence strongly supports a natural evolutionary process. The study of zoonotic diseases is a critical area of modern epidemiology. Many emerging infectious diseases have animal origins. Examples include Ebola, SARS, and MERS. The ongoing research into HIV's origins continues to refine our understanding. New genetic sequencing techniques provide ever more precise insights. The scientific community remains committed to transparency and open inquiry. This commitment is essential for building public trust. The narrative of a man-made virus, while compelling to some, lacks credible scientific support. It often relies on anecdotal evidence and misinterpretations of data. The scientific consensus is built on decades of rigorous research. This includes studies on viral evolution, epidemiology, and molecular biology. The story of HIV is a complex one, intertwined with social, political, and scientific threads. Understanding its true origins helps us learn from the past. It also prepares us for future pandemics. Global response to AIDS has evolved significantly since the 1980s. Antiretroviral therapies, ART, have transformed HIV from a death sentence into a manageable chronic condition. This medical progress is a testament to scientific dedication. However, the fight against stigma and discrimination continues. Conspiracy theories often exacerbate these social challenges. They can undermine public health efforts and discourage testing and treatment. Accurate information is a powerful tool in combating both the virus and its associated myths. The scientific community strives to communicate complex findings clearly. This includes addressing public concerns and misconceptions. The story of AIDS is a testament to human resilience and scientific progress. It also serves as a reminder of the importance of critical thinking. Distinguishing between evidence-based facts and unfounded speculation is crucial. The global health community continues its work towards an AIDS-free future. This involves ongoing research, prevention efforts, and access to treatment. The lessons learned from the AIDS crisis are invaluable. They inform our response to new health challenges. The scientific journey to understand HIV's origins was long and arduous. It involved dedicated researchers from around the world. Their work provided clarity amidst widespread fear and confusion. The natural origin theory is supported by a vast body of evidence. This evidence comes from diverse scientific disciplines. From virology to anthropology, the pieces fit together. The conspiracy theories, however, often rely on selective data. They frequently ignore contradictory findings. The scientific process is iterative, constantly refining understanding. It embraces new data, even if it challenges previous assumptions. Conspiracy theories, by contrast, tend to be rigid. They often resist any evidence that contradicts their core premise. The impact of the AIDS crisis on society was profound. It changed public health practices and social attitudes. The advocacy of affected communities played a crucial role, demanded action, and challenged complacency. The scientific pursuit of truth, though sometimes slow, ultimately prevailed. It provided the foundation for effective interventions. The ongoing global effort to end AIDS is a testament to this. It is a story of both tragedy and remarkable human achievement. The conspiracy theories surrounding AIDS are a reminder of the power of narratives. They highlight the need for media literacy and critical evaluation of information. In an increasingly interconnected world, this is more important than ever. The scientific understanding of HIV's natural origin is robust. It is based on a vast amount of data and rigorous analysis. This understanding continues to be refined with new discoveries. The story of AIDS is a powerful lesson in public health. It underscores the importance of global collaboration. It also highlights the need for rapid, evidence-based responses to emerging threats. The legacy of the AIDS crisis is complex. It includes immense suffering, but also incredible resilience and progress. The scientific community remains vigilant. They continue to monitor new pathogens and their potential origins. The goal is to prevent future pandemics and to ensure that accurate information guides public understanding. Debate between man-made and natural origins is a microcosm of broader societal discussions. It reflects our innate desire to understand the unknown and to find meaning in devastating events. However, the scientific evidence provides the most reliable answers. It is through rigorous inquiry that we truly advance. The story of HIV's origin is a testament to evolutionary biology. It shows how viruses adapt and cross species barriers. This natural process, while sometimes devastating, is part of life on Earth. Understanding this helps us develop effective countermeasures. The scientific community's dedication to uncovering the truth is unwavering. They continue to build upon decades of research. The goal is to ensure that future generations are better prepared, and that fear does not overshadow facts. The narrative of a man-made virus, though emotionally resonant for some, ultimately distracts. It diverts attention from the real challenges of public health. These include access to healthcare, education, and prevention. The true story of AIDS is one of natural emergence and human response. It is a story that continues to unfold, with new chapters written by ongoing research and global efforts. The scientific community remains dedicated to providing accurate information and to combating the spread of misinformation. The lessons from the AIDS crisis are profound. They teach us about the interconnectedness of life and the importance of global solidarity in the face of shared challenge. The scientific journey to understand HIV's origins was a testament to human curiosity. It was driven by a relentless pursuit of knowledge and a deep commitment to alleviating suffering. The natural origin theory is not just a scientific fact. It is a narrative that empowers us. It allows us to focus on real solutions, rather than being sidetracked by unfounded claims. The history of the AIDS crisis is a powerful reminder of the importance of scientific integrity and the resilience of the human spirit. It's a story that continues to inspire and to guide our efforts towards a healthier future for all. The scientific consensus on HIV's natural origin is robust and well supported. It is built upon decades of meticulous research and continuous validation through new discoveries. The conspiracy theories, while persistent, lack empirical backing. They often exploit fear and distrust. The true story of AIDS is a complex tapestry, woven with threads of scientific discovery, human suffering, and remarkable resilience. It is a narrative that continues to inform our present and guide our path towards a healthier future. Global response to AIDS has been a journey of learning and adaptation, from the initial confusion to effective treatments. This progress is a testament to human ingenuity and collaboration. The scientific understanding of HIV's natural origin is a cornerstone of this progress. It allows for targeted prevention and treatment strategies. The ongoing fight against AIDS is a reminder of the importance of scientific literacy, the dangers of misinformation. The story of AIDS is a global one, affecting communities across continents. Its origins, though debated, are firmly rooted in natural processes. The scientific evidence continues to strengthen this understanding, providing a clear path forward. The human response to the AIDS crisis has been a testament to resilience and the power of collective action. The scientific community's role has been pivotal in unraveling the mysteries of HIV and developing effective interventions. The debate over its origins, while historically significant, is largely settled by science. The focus now remains on prevention, treatment, and, ultimately, a cure. The lessons learned from the AIDS crisis are timeless. They underscore the importance of vigilance against emerging diseases and the critical role of accurate information in public health. The story of AIDS is a powerful narrative of human struggle and triumph. It continues to shape our understanding of global health and inspire efforts to protect future generations. The scientific journey to understand HIV's origins was a testament to human perseverance. It involved countless hours of dedicated research and a commitment to following the evidence wherever it led. The natural origin theory, supported by overwhelming data, provides the most accurate account. It allows us to learn from the past without succumbing to unfounded fears. The ongoing global effort to end AIDS is a powerful example of what can be achieved through scientific understanding and human compassion. The legacy of the AIDS crisis is a complex one, but it is also a story of hope and progress, driven by the relentless pursuit of truth and the unwavering commitment to human well-being. The scientific community continues its vital work to understand and combat infectious diseases, ensuring that future generations are better protected and that knowledge prevails over fear. The story of AIDS is a testament to the power of scientific inquiry and the resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity. It is a narrative that continues to inspire hope and guide our collective efforts towards a healthier world. The scientific consensus on HIV's natural origin is a cornerstone of global health. It allows for effective strategies and informed decision-making. The ongoing fight against AIDS is a powerful example of human determination and the triumph of science over disease. The lessons learned from the AIDS crisis are invaluable for future pandemics. They emphasize the need for rapid, coordinated global responses and the critical role of accurate information. The story of AIDS is a testament to human resilience and the power of scientific discovery. It continues to inspire efforts towards a healthier and more equitable world. The scientific community remains committed to transparency and open inquiry in understanding disease origins. This commitment is vital for public trust and for effective global health responses. The narrative of a man-made virus, while emotionally charged, lacks scientific merit. The evidence overwhelmingly points to a natural zoonotic origin. This understanding is crucial for future preparedness and for guiding public health efforts effectively. The story of AIDS is a powerful reminder of the interconnectedness of life and the constant evolution of pathogens. It is a narrative that continues to shape our world and inspire efforts to build a healthier future for all.